This August marks the 60th anniversary of Dune, Frank Herbert's legendary space opera that changed science fiction forever. Now on this channel, we talk only military sci-fi. And let's be honest, Dune is famous for being dense, philosophical, and packed with themes like ecology, religion, power, noble houses, political intrigue, and of course, sandworms. Not exactly drop pods and orbital bombardments. But what if I told you there's a corner of the Dune universe that does lean heavy into military sci-fi? I'm talking, of course, about the Butlerian Jihad by Frank Herbert and Kevin Anderson. These are the war chronicles that laid the foundation for everything that comes after. The anti-AI commandments, the rise of the great houses, the mentats, and yes, even the Fremen. So give me a moment of your time, and let me explain why this trilogy is Dune's military sci-fi. Let's light it up.
When humans rose up against the thinking machines that had enslaved them, history says it was an Atreides who led them to victory. While my great-grandfather deserted the fight.
In Dune, Frank Herbert only gives us glimpses, offhand references to a war fought 10,000 years before Paul Atreides walked the sands of Arrakis. It was called the Butlerian Jihad, a galaxy-wide crusade of humans rising up against the tyranny of artificial intelligence. This ancient war is the foundation of the entire Dune universe. It's why there are no computers, why mentats are trained to think faster than machines, why entire schools, like the Bene Gesserit and the Spacing Guild, evolved to fill the void left by forbidden tech, and why the most sacred commandment of the Orange Catholic Bible is, "Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind." In the original saga, this conflict is more myth than memory. But in 2002, Frank Herbert and Kevin Anderson cracked open that myth and gave us a trilogy that brings the war to life. It starts with the Butlerian Jihad, then follows up with the Machine Crusade, and ends with the Battle of Corran. Across these three books, we get it all: massive campaigns, gritty ground combat, starship fleets, ruthless AI overlords, unyielding human resistance, and more. Let's break it down. Humanity is fractured, politically weak, and technologically dependent. Meanwhile, the thinking machines control vast machine-run worlds with chilling efficiency. The trilogy gives you perspective from the grunts, the pilots, the resistance fighters. The Free Human League, led by Serena Butler, wages asymmetric warfare against the machines. You feel the attrition, you feel the despair, you feel the necessity of the jihad. What do you do when your enemy feels no pain, doesn't sleep, and can regenerate from data backups? How do you fight an AI war when every mistake means extinction? That's where Serena Butler comes in, a spiritual leader who becomes the emotional core of the jihad. Her personal tragedy sparks the uprising that becomes the holy war. Think Joan of Arc, but in space. Then there's Xavier Harkonnen, an honorable man whose legacy will be twisted beyond recognition, and who sets the foundation for the House Harkonnen, we later come to, well, despise. His arc is heartbreaking and deeply human. And there's also Vorian Atreides, a machine-born human raised by the AI overlords, who defects to the human side. He's the prototype for the Atreides nobility we later see in Dune. His transformation is one of the most compelling in the series. So yeah, this is where the great houses begin, and they're born on the battlefield. You've also got the early mentats, the first stirrings of the Bene Gesserit, and the seeds of Chom and the Spacing Guild, all forged in the crucible of this war. So there you have it. And look, listen, if you're a die-hard military sci-fi fan like me, but you don't like the original Dune saga, or you just avoided the prequels, I get it. Then surprise yourself with the Butlerian Jihad Trilogy. Yeah, it's not written like Frank Herbert's original 6 novels. The prose is more cinematic, the pacing faster, the philosophy lighter. But that's the point. In my mind, Frank Herbert was a philosopher. Frank Herbert and Kevin Anderson are war chroniclers. They give us the clash of armies, the rise of heroes, the fall of civilizations, and they do it with blood, steel, and spice. So, as Dune turns 60, it's the perfect time to go back, not just to Arrakis, but to the very beginning. And remember, thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind, but thou shalt always enjoy a good war story. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and more military sci-fi fans can find it. Have you read the Butlerian Jihad Trilogy? Do you consider it military science fiction? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know. And hey, to all the Frank Herbert haters out there, give the man a break. He's out here hustling just like the rest of us, trying to keep the spice flowing. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Burn bright and burn enough.